The most concerning detail to Ben's case was that his wallet, money, and watch were never recovered from the scene, therefore suggesting that he may have been mugged. This wasn't the first time that Koh Tao had experienced a mysterious death, as unfortunately, it's somewhat part of our nature. And even in paradise, both death and murder, and the fog in between, is incessant. Excuse the philosophical rhetoric, but hear me out. On a timeline relative to the rest of the world, Koh Tao has barely been around. Formerly a prison in 1943, the island remained completely uninhabited before this. And after its decommission in 1944, Koh Tao was once again vacant until its first pioneers arrived from Koh Samui in 1947. And 3 decades later, in 1977, the island would see its first travellers, with its first resort being erected in 1984. Initial reports of murder and mysterious deaths on Koh Tao date back to the early 90s. But it wasn't until the age of the internet that information started to amalgamate towards the wider audience. It is impossible to speak for any cases prior to 2012, as there simply isn't enough information past hearsay. But in August of that year, British IT manager Ben Harrington had also met the end of his life. It was in the early hours of the 30th of August 2012 that Ben's body was found among the wreckage of his moped and a pylon. Although Thai officers ruled that Ben had died from a broken neck, an autopsy back in England would reveal that it was in fact a transacted aorta. Granted, this can also be indicative of a vehicle collision, but it also leaves room for many more possibilities. The most concerning detail to Ben's case was that his wallet, money, and watch were never recovered from the scene, therefore suggesting that he may have been mugged. But did that happen as a reaction to his death? Or was it the cause of his death? And of course, moving 2 years forward to the year 2014, Nick Pearson would be the next person to mysteriously perish. Although 17 months separated Nick's from Ben's case, the next few occurrences would happen much quicker. And disturbingly, some of these cases painted a much more malicious picture.